Ready to start your English journey?
Ma.
Join us today at Global English for You.
Looking exhausted, surrounded by grammar books. Alice, I think I've reached my limit. I've been studying for 3 hours, and the more I read, the more confused I get. My textbook says, do the dishes, but make the bed. Then it says, do your hair, but make a phone call. There is no pattern. It feels like native speakers are just playing a prank on us.
I promise we aren't playing a prank, Mark. The problem is that most books teach you the what, but they never teach you the why. If you try to memorize every single combination, you will go crazy. But if you learn the underlying energy of these two words, you will start to feel the right answer.
I need that feeling, Alice, because right now, I'm just guessing, and I'm wrong 50% of the time. What is this energy you're talking about?
Okay, let's set the foundation. This is the golden rule that will guide us for the next 20 minutes. Do is about the activity. It's the energy of performing a task, a job, or a duty. There is usually no physical object created at the end. You are just busy. Make, however, is the energy of construction. It's when you transform something or produce a result. At the end of make, there's a thing that didn't exist before, a sandwich, a sound, a mistake, or a plan.
Okay, activity versus construction. Okay, give me a real-world scenario. Let's go into the kitchen.
Perfect. In the kitchen, you do the dishes. Why? Because the dishes already exist. You are just performing the activity of cleaning them. You aren't creating a new plate. But if you want coffee, you make coffee. You took water and beans and transformed them into a drink. You produced something new.
Okay, I see that. Action versus result. But what about do the cooking?
Great catch. When we use do with the cooking or the cleaning, we are talking about the chore as a general task. But if you specify the meal, like I'm going to make a lasagna, you use make because you are building that specific dish.
Wow, so do the cooking is the job, but make lasagna is the creation. This is already making more sense.
Now, let's move to the office. This is where most students fail in interviews. Mark, if you are working on a report, are you doing work or making work?
Well, work is a general activity, so I'm doing work.
Correct. You do work, you do business, and you do a report. But what happens when you need to meet someone? You make an appointment. The appointment is the result of your call. And when you arrive at a conclusion, you make a decision.
Wait, but a decision isn't a physical object. I can't hold a decision in my hand. Why isn't it do a decision?
Because even if it's intangible, a decision is a product of your thoughts. You moved from a state of not knowing to a state of knowing. You produced a choice. That is why we make a choice, make a plan, and make a suggestion. You are putting an idea into the world.
That's a huge distinction. So if I'm creating an idea or a social connection, it's make, like make friends.
Exactly. You don't do friends. You build a relationship. You make friends.
Okay, what about speaking? I always hear do a speech, but also make a comment.
This one is a nuanced one. We usually say make for sounds and speech acts. You make a noise. You make a complaint. You make a phone call. Think of it like this. Your voice is the tool and the sound is the product. However, do a speech is sometimes used to emphasize the performance, but the most standard professional form is actually to give a speech. But if you have to choose between do and make for a quick remark, always go with make a comment.
Got it. Sound equals production equals make. Now, Alice, let's talk about the gym. I want to tell people I'm getting fit.
In the world of the body, do is king. You do exercise, you do yoga, you do 50 push-ups. These are all activities to keep you busy. But there's a catch. What about your appearance? If you are putting on lipstick or fixing your hair, we say do your makeup and do your hair.
Wait, if I'm fixing my hair, I'm creating a hairstyle, right? Why isn't it make my hair?
I knew you'd ask that. Think of it as maintenance. You are performing the activity of grooming yourself. However, if you are a hairdresser and you are literally cutting and styling a complex new look from scratch, you might hear, I'm making a masterpiece. But for your daily routine, it's always do.
Okay, so daily routine equals activity equals do.
Now, Mark, we need to address the rebels. Every language has them. These are expressions that don't perfectly follow our rule, and you just have to accept them. The most famous one? Make the bed.
Yes, why? I'm not building the bed. The bed is already there.
Smiling. Think of it as preparing or arranging. In the old days, you had to literally make the mattress comfortable every morning. The tradition stuck. Another one is do a favor. Even though it's a nice result for the other person, we view it as a social action.
Okay, make the bed, do a favor. I'll just have to burn those into my brain. What about do your best?
Your best is the maximum effort of your activity, so it's do your best, just like you do your homework and you do your taxes.
Marvelous. Since our viewers love phrasal verbs, can we see how do and make work there?
Definitely. This adds another layer of fluency. Take make up. As we said, it can mean to invent a story. You are creating a fiction. But take do without. This means to manage or survive without something. I have to do without sugar in my coffee. You are performing the activity of living without that item.
And what about make for? I heard that in a movie.
Make for means to head in a direction. The bear made for the woods. It's like the bear created a path towards the trees. It's a bit more advanced, but it shows how make is always about a destination or a result.
Wow! Alice, this 20-minute deep dive has changed my perspective. I'm not looking at a list anymore. I'm looking at the intent of the speaker.
That is the mark of an advanced student. Now, to reach our 10-minute goal and ensure everyone watching is a master, we are going to do the ultimate 10-question challenge. Mark, I'm going to give the scenario, and you give me the verb. Ready?
Let's do it. I'm focused.
You are at a restaurant and you want to complain about the cold food. You
Make a complaint because I'm producing a statement.
2. Your room is a mess and you need to clean it. You
Do the cleaning. It's a chore.
3. You have an idea for a new business. You
Make a plan. I'm creating a strategy.
4. You are helping a friend move their sofa. You are
Doing them a favor. One of the rebels.
5. You are in the kitchen with flour, eggs, and sugar. You
Make a cake. Physical product.
6. You have a test tomorrow. You need to
Do some study or do some studying. It's the activity.
7. You are choosing between the red car or the blue car. You
Make a decision. The result of my thought.
8. You are in a meeting and you want to say something. You
Make a suggestion.
9. You are tired of your old job, so you decide to
Make a change. A result in my life.
10. You are writing your final English exam. You
Do my best.
10 out of 10. Mark, you've officially graduated from the do versus make confusion.
Guys, my head doesn't hurt anymore. This logic is like a superpower. If you've been struggling with these two words for years, watch this video again. It's all about action versus result.
Exactly. And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Wait, did I say make or do mistakes?
You make mistakes, Alice, because the mistake is the result of the wrong action.
Perfect. You really did learn.
If you want more of these 10-minute masterclasses to finally fix your English grammar once and for all, you know what to do.
Subscribe to Global English for You and make sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss a lesson.
Leave a comment below with one thing you made today and one thing you did. Alice and I will be there to reply.
Keep practicing, keep doing the work, and you will make amazing progress. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Ready to start your English journey?
Ma.
Join us today at Global English for You.